beauty is what other people deem to be attractive and what society decides is good and what is bad.
To be beautiful in the 21st century, for a guy, you have to be tall, blonde, and an athlete. And for a girl, you have to be skinny, large chest, or middle-sized chest, and white, usually. And I think, especially with not everyone fits that stereotype, also very few people do. And so I think we, as people, need to be more self-conscious about that.
I think that the media kind of creates this one image of beauty for everyone, and then everyone grows up around it and sees it everywhere, and then they get this idea in their head that that's the only image of beauty. But the thing is, it's this crazy, unattainable image of like a certain body, certain hair, certain face.
The stereotypical pretty girl is typically like, especially at Andover, like white, like thin, curvy, pretty face, and I mean that's what girls consider to be pretty as well as guys. Being like an Asian, I guess, it's not, I guess the stereotype doesn't like extend, and it's hard sometimes for people to be like, oh, she's pretty but she's Asian, or she's not pretty because she's Asian.
I relax my hair because for a couple of reasons. I guess one being that it's like normal to have straight hair, so I wanted straight hair.
For a boy, being beautiful means looking super manly. You have to be very strong. I've felt pressured to look ripped, and I've been made fun of for not having very hairy arms, and that's apparently unattractive.
Okay, so my mom has always, I guess, taught me and my sister that it's important to look your best. She, like, actually recently had some work done on her face, because she's kind of, post-divorce, she started her own business, and she would always kind of, like, complain to us about how it was hard to be respected by men if you didn't feel like you looked good. I guess she kind of tried to teach us that you need to look good in order to succeed.
I think that whether society likes to admit it or not, pretty girls have a better chance of being successful in business, because if you walk in and you're beautiful and you're confident, people will automatically pay attention to you just because you're like a sight to see.
So having lived in France, I think that, or I know that like the beauty standards for girls is still like very like basically the same as in America, but as for guys, they don't really hold like the same standards. Like I feel like in the US there's like a big pressure to be like really like muscular and fit, whereas like in Europe it's not really like, you can sort of be tall and lanky and still be considered really hot.
I think back in like the 60s or 70s, or kind of older, a group of black school children were given 2 dolls. One, a white doll with blue eyes, blonde hair, and one with a black doll with kind of nappy, kinky hair. And they asked the children like which doll is more beautiful. The majority of the students picked the white doll, and then they're asking the children like, why do you think so? And a lot of students like wanted to strive to have the blue eyes, the blonde hair, while they didn't want to really associate with their own race with having like nappy, kinky hair and dark skin.
She says if I leave before you, darling, don't you waste me.
They're all like the same, except for that one.
Wow, people go to 9, idiots.
I don't know, the pretty ones, the ugly ones, and like they're the white people with the blue and green eyes.
I will pick 7 because it's the most common nose I've seen.
Okay, well, I picked number 2 because he's the most realistic, but I love him.
So I walked around campus with the posters and got about 40 people to vote. I think that most people really tried to be honest in their selections. Everyone was really interested in what I was doing, especially the girls, because we're so accustomed to judging people based on their appearance in our society that when given the chance to really look into what we judge people for, people began to realize how ridiculous the idea of beauty really is. The results of the voting basically told me that to be considered beautiful or handsome in our society, you have to have colored eyes, pale skin, and pink lips, a perfectly shaped nose, a skinny stomach, or have great abs. I know that it's different in other parts of the world and in other generations, but in the here and in the now, it seems that we only have this one definition of beauty that is unrealistic to achieve for almost everyone.
I wish I was a slave to an age-old trade.
You are beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring you down. You are beautiful, no matter what they say. Words can't bring you down. They will bring you down today.